Like, he better be dead. I'm sorry. It better not be it better not be fake. He better be dead. I'm gonna say right there.
Well, somebody said his frat brother confirmed it or something.
I am grinning from ear to ear. This is like the best news I've heard all week. I don't care if people get offended. This guy got what was coming to him. If you disrespect like black women and black girls, like, it's gonna cost you, right?
What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to A Different Perspective. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your boy. You saw that. You saw the beginning of this clip. You heard what these women had to say in regards to Kevin Samuels passing, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely shameful to hear someone celebrate the death of someone that did absolutely nothing to them personally, that did no harm. It's not like there was someone who committed some heinous crime that deserved to have life in prison or the death penalty. No, none of that at all. This man just simply said some stuff that they disagree with. And why did they disagree with it? Why do they feel so strongly about this man and what he had to say? Because they know that information portrayed to them. If the shoe fits, wear it, right? If you yourself can't relate to the information at hand, then the information wasn't intended for you. If the information doesn't make you feel any type of way, then there's a strong possibility again that the information wasn't intended for you. So you know that this is about to be a group of women who Kevin Samuels was probably talking about. But let's check this out, y'all. I'm fast forwarding it to about the hour and 8-minute mark. If you come across this yourself and listen to it, it's a lot to unpack. It's a whole lot. Y'all ready? I'm ready.
Exactly. It's so stupid because it's like they just love to, they're so narcissistic. They love to sit here and be like, oh, black women ain't shit, black women is blah 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 blah. And
now this ain't just about Kevin Samuels. This girl right here at the top left hand corner, this is her podcast. She's talking about all black men, not generalizing, all black men.
Then, like, the minute that a black woman clap back, they be like, oh, you some angry ass black women. You know what I'm saying? That's why don't nobody fuck with them. I told you, the whole universe hate them.
You heard what she said? The whole universe hates black men. We're going to keep listening.
They're hiding their hands behind their back with a rock. It's throwing stones and hiding their hands. That's
right. And you know another thing that's crazy? They want to sit here and talk about us celebrating celebrating this shit, right? But were they not celebrating, women like Ma'Khia Bryant who never did anything to these niggas? They were celebrating Asia Manor who never did anything to these niggas. And Lauren who never did anything to these niggas.
Hold on. I don't know who these people are that they're speaking of. And they said that they were celebrating. Who was celebrating what? If y'all don't mind, I want to look them up right quick. Give me a second. She said celebrating Ma'Khia Brown who never did anything. Ma'Khia Brown was trying to stab someone. Actively had a knife at this person, trying to stab them, and she was stopped. Kevin Samuels never put a knife to anyone trying to stab them. Why was that the argument? Let's keep going. Now with the second story with the Asian Manor girl, from what I've seen, she went on a date, like a Tinder date or something, with some white guy that might have been the one that ended up taking her life. Now, I'm assuming these girls think or have seen on social media that maybe there were some guys celebrating the fact that these women were dead because of their cases, but I never seen that anywhere. I didn't see that anywhere. If y'all seen it, share it with me. Share it with me, because that's wrong.
And Lauren, these niggas. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember. What's his name? What's his name? Oh, what's his name? He should be next, but TS, he did it like.
You heard this girl say he should be next. Meaning she's wishing death upon someone else. Wow.
Yeah. That's why
we don't have nothing to do with it. Yeah.
Exactly. He hated black women. Why would we be fucking sad? Like what? Are you niggas are not well.
Alright, so she just said Kevin Samuels hated black women. Why would we be sad that he passed away? Now that's not the case at all. Kevin Samuels did not hate black women. He did not hate black women. I was listening to Melanie's show on Instagram. She was friends with Kevin Samuels, and she was saying that on his birthday, they're trying to celebrate, and it was hard for him to really be in the moment because he was too focused on his mission. And one of his missions was that he is trying to repair and restore the black family, black couples. Now, if these women were to pay close enough attention instead of watching and viewing his content with blinders on, they would see that. This man isn't trying to bash black women. He was simply bashing bad behavior. It didn't matter what your nationality was, because there was more than just black people, black women calling in to his show to seek some type of counseling or help. It was all about the behavior. Correct the behavior, fix the issue. They didn't get it though.
Hi, okay, this is my first call-in ever. I just wanted to say I just followed you. I just subscribed, but I wanted to call in just to say I am grinning from ear to ear. This is like the best news I've heard all week. I don't care if people get offended. This guy got what was coming to him. If you disrespect like black women and black girls, like it's gonna cost you, right? And honestly,
this woman says she is grinning from ear to ear. This is the best news that she's heard all week. He says, if you disrespect black women, you're going to get what's coming to you. What is that to say? What does that, what? If you disrespect black women, you're going to get what's coming to you. That almost sounds like some Kim Jong-un stuff, like, oh, you disrespect the leader of this country, of this nation, you're going to get what's coming to you. She said that as if black women solely are the everything of this world. Huh? Interesting.
I hope, like, honestly, like, Funky and Faith next. Tommy Sodomite next. Like,
you hear what she's saying? She's saying Fresh and Fit next. Whoever the heck that other guy name is next. Wishing death upon these people. This is crazy.
Go.
Really pissy.
Honestly, they're all they're all disgusting, and like people are trying to act like all brand new and everything now, saying, "Oh, how can you be so bitter? How are you like rejoicing?" He had it coming. How are you going to disrespect all women like that? That's I understand how people are being so disingenuous. Like, come on.
Anything to dehumanize us for no reason. It makes no reason.
And he's
just dehumanize. That's not the right word she was using. That's not the term. That's not the word. Nowhere did Kevin ever dehumanize someone. If you listen to the beginning of this mess, and I might go back, you know what? Bump it. I will. This girl right here that runs this dang on podcast, she was doing the dehumanizing. If I remember correctly, she was calling black men apes, monkeys, playing ape sounds in the background, calling them roaches, calling them the N-word, literally dehumanizing them. Things that Kevin Samuels never did. And it sucks that she can come on here and have a voice and be so toxic, and there's a whole line of women just waiting to jump on ship and be just as bad and toxic. It's woof. Listen, I'm about to go back. Y'all gonna hear it.
These niggas need to shut the fuck up. You on the wrong channel. If you really think I was supposed to give a fuck about what happened to this fucking ape.
She called him an ape. Listen.
Don't care. All right?
And that's part of the issue. The not caring part. That's a major part of the issue. When you're dealing with a woman that has this type of attitude, that I don't care attitude, nothing you says get through to her. She don't care. It means she doesn't respect you.
You say you remember he was sounding weak. Yep, he's poor. Yeah, girl, of course they got poor health. They don't go to the fucking doctor. They don't go to the doctor. They don't go get checkups. They don't go get that blood work. They don't go get those piss tests. They don't go get checked out, y'all. They don't know what the fuck insurance is. What?
What kind of mess is this to say? she's supposed to be making this podcast going against this man that she proclaimed hated black women when it's clear as day she hate black men. It's clear. It don't get much clearer. She over here saying black men don't go to no doctor. They don't go get no checkup. They don't even know what health insurance is. Listen to her.
Yes, but the ankles out for Bussy Samuels, period. Like, the fuck?
And that bussy term that she's using, she's like, any person that was for him, essentially you're a homosexual. You're gay. If you were for Kevin Samuels. Demoralizing, dehumanizing.
They never go to the doctor, y'all.
Listen
I mean, wasn't David Carroll around the same age as this fucking bastard? So yeah, these girl, you motherfucking apes, y'all out here just, the universe hates you, like. Oh shit, this shit too funny. Girl, these niggas' skin always look dry. You know what's crazy? They the only niggas I know who be looking ashy and fucking greasy at the same time. I call it grashy, greasy, and ashy put together. Yeah.
You hear her? Do you hear her? Does it not sound like she hate black men?
Yeah. The fuck? Oh, I didn't know he lived there. I wouldn't be surprised though. Well, I don't know. Well, I was gonna say I don't know because you know the medication they got these days, but then I thought about it. I was like, I mean, how would they know? They don't even go to the doctor to even get the medication in the first fucking place. So, you know, they don't do shit they supposed to do. These niggas can't even die right. Hello, like the fuck, they don't do nothing. Like, y'all.
They can't die right.
Oh, he was 52. I thought they said he was 56. It don't matter. He still look terrible for somebody in their 50s. Like,
what kind of mess is that to say? That somebody can't even die right.
Like, especially if you black, come on now, black women be out here looking bad as fuck in they goddamn 50s. Like, they be killing it. I mean, look at Angela Bassett. She's in her 60s, and goddamn, that woman's gorgeous.
See, one thing that happened from Kevin Samuels passing away, right, is that these women that hated him, men too, there were some men that hated him, but for the ones that hated him, like this woman here and everybody that's going to be on this podcast, for the ones that hated him, the women that hated him passing away after being so controversial in his conversations, make them feel like they won, like they were right. Like, oh, you died. It must have meant that you were wrong and we right. So one of the unfortunate things that occurred here is the fact that these women that felt this way so strongly against Kevin Samuels are only going to become even worse of human beings. Because they feel like, oh man, I can do and say anything and I won't have to worry about any backlash from someone like Kevin Samuels. So they'll get on the internet, do this podcast just like this, so they can spew this bullshit out into the world and prove Kevin Samuels' point. It's crazy. Listen.
Black women be aging like fine ass wine. These makers be aging like fucking bananas. You know what I'm saying?
You hear this mess? This goes back to the rhetoric of, well, look, as women, as we get older, we only become better with age. We become more desired. This the BS that they were saying. The crap that they were saying. That Kevin came in to be like, no, here's the facts. Not your emotion. Here is the actual facts. As you climb up in age, your value decreases as a woman. A man, it's the opposite. You become more desirable. Your finances are in better positions. A woman might be too stuck in her ways. A woman may or may not be fertile. The woman may or may not care to have kids as she climbs in age. The woman may or may not have too much baggage from multiple relationships that she was in as she get older. But what these women are trying to do is go back to that rhetoric. This is what I'm talking about. It's getting worse.
Speaking of bananas. I guess he couldn't handle that banana. because it punctured his fucking heart, his lung, his spleen, all of the above. Okay.
Celebrating. Happy that somebody died.
Nobody more ugly than you motherfuckers. Y'all the ones walking around here looking like straight up motherfucking like primates.
Dehumanizing, right?
With the motherfucking man units on and them raggedy ass dreads.
Now you heard what she said about the male unit, the man units, those toupee things that men be wearing nowadays. Some guys, I don't know. But I bet you that woman probably had on, as she said that, fake nails, fake eyelashes, drawn on eyebrows, probably had a wig or some sew-ins in her hair. It's like the contradiction.
They mad. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Yo, this shit got me so weak. These niggas in here fucking bussy bopping for this fucking ape-ass nigga. Like, I'm so weak. Like, cry me a river, bitch. I don't care. Like, the fuck?
She sound like she has no class. Just ghetto. No respect for self. No respect for anybody. This is crazy.
Cry me a motherfucking river, ape.
You hear?
You bitches are ugly. Like,
y'all, I'm fast forwarding back to the conversation with the rest of the group of women. But there were parts in there where she was playing ape music, ape sounds and stuff, calling men roaches and all type of other things. Completely demoralizing. It was bad. Let's get back to this though.
Realize like they can't compete with like other races of men, so they compete with their own women. It's so pathetic.
She said that black men can't compete with other races of men, so they compete with their own women. Does this not sound like hatred of black men? The stuff that they're saying sound way worse than anything Kevin Samuels has ever said.
It really is, and it's frustrating as fuck. Because now you have been talking to us like we're dudes, like we're a nigga like them, like
exactly. But then
they're the ones talking like this though. Ain't nobody making these women talk and sound masculine, but themselves. They're doing this, but they're gonna blame. It's funny how people blame the reason why they are the way they are. They blame that on somebody else instead of taking accountability. Crazy. I don't get it.
Y'all are so masculine, but now it's like, well, we're apes, then what are you? Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
bringing out kids everywhere and abandoning them, but yeah, for some reason we're bad witches. Okay.
You heard that? This goes to show you just how uneducated these females are. This woman said black men are having kids everywhere and abandoning them. No, I showed y'all the chart. I showed y'all the statistics. Black men are the most active men in this country when it comes to their kids, when it comes to feeding them, bathing them, putting them to sleep, taking them to different sporting events, whatever the case may be, picking them up, taking them to school. The black man exceeds every other nationality of man in America across the charts. That statement isn't true. But yet, black women have 2 times as many kids as their male counterpart, the black man. So what does that say about those black women? And I'm just stating the fact. I'm not bashing no damn body. I love my black woman. That's all I got to say. That's all I care to date, really. I date anything, but shit, black is what I go for.
Dropping kids everywhere, and the next thing you know, it's the mother's fault.
Yeah.
Wait, they're mad at us like so much. You know, I want all of them to be attacked. You know, winter came for them. Winter rightfully so came for Kevin Samuels. I'm loving it. I'm
going to ass away.
Right? Like, he better be dead. I'm sorry. It better not be it better not be fake. He better be dead. I'm going to say right there.
Well, somebody said his frat brother confirmed it or something, but
she said winter came for Kevin Samuels. She don't even know what the heck that meant.
He lived in a fraternity? Like, what is that?
It's just a fraternity, like somebody you went to college with, I guess. You know, just somebody you went to college with, somebody you was in a fraternity with.
That makes sense. But that is really tragic. Like, not even a family member.
Did he
Yeah,
drop out?
that's what I said. I was like, so he ain't got no brothers. He ain't got. That's why I was like, everybody hates these niggas. Like, their own families don't fuck with him or nothing. Like,
his mother confirmed his death. You see, it's a sad and toxic thing when someone comes up with some information. I don't know where they heard that from, that his fraternity brother is the one that, you know, said that he died or whatever. I don't know where they heard that from. I never heard that. But it's sad that one person will say it, and now look, it done spread amongst all the women in this group for them to all believe that to be true. And now look at what she's running with. Oh, look, it's sad that his own family died. It had to be his friend from college. She ran with that and accepted that to be true. Fellas, I'm praying for y'all. Praying for y'all. If you come across a woman who displays some of this type of ignorance and arrogance and disrespect, run. I would even challenge you to ask her, hey, how did you feel about Kevin Samuel's death? If she knows of him. You keep it short. You don't even got to care about what her viewpoints is. That don't even matter. How she viewed his death. Oh, was she happy? Was she upset? Did she not care otherwise? Did she not know? That is more important. If she was like these women rejoicing over his death, walk away. Don't you deal with her. Walk away.
And they are just like,
yeah, his daughter.
Everybody hates them.
And see, they don't even see that. Nobody likes them. But they're supposed to be the most desired people on the planet. Like, nobody likes you.
You see this? They hate black men so much that they don't want to accept the truth. Yes, it's true. It sounds more like they're competing with black men. Because like the Philippines, Dominican Republic, Brazil, women out there love black men. And I can name a bunch of other places that love black men. I've seen videos where there's women in Europe go to Africa just to sleep with a black man. What are they talking about?
Get out. Nobody likes you. When I see you on the street, I literally run the other way and start screaming like, ah!
You see? You can't make this fuck shit up.
Like, I'm wondering how come the other celebrities that came onto his channel is not reporting it too. Like, you know, support your king. You know, comment about, yeah, say your condolence, but you know they're not saying anything, just ignoring him. Rightfully so. Rightfully so, ignoring him.
What they're doing is waiting for confirmation to see if he's actually alive or not, which these folks right here didn't do. This video, it was put out when it was still assumed that he might be gone. It wasn't confirmed entirely, because you see where they got their sources from. They got their sources from themselves. Kevin Samuels is about to be in the next episode of ATL. Can't wait to watch that.
Because who knows Kevin Samuel other than the Black Manosphere? Like, they really wanted him to get out
popular. They're distancing themselves because they know his, like, massive cancellation is coming. Like, people are going to dig up all his, like, past podcasts, his tweets, like, all the shitty things he said, and they're going to expose him on, like, a wider, like, platform, like, not just, like, the whole, like, Black Twitter or whatever. So they're trying to, like, disassociate, honestly.
That would have happened a long time ago. With all the stuff that Kevin was saying and doing and how much people hated him, that stuff would have been dug up a long time ago. The most recent thing that came out about Kevin Samuels was a clip of him saying that, oh man, look, if I were to start talking about women, how I talk about men that are doing wrong, if I were to start talking about women, oh, I would get more likes and more views. And I would make more money. But he also knew that he would be attacked more as well. Ain't that something? Coming out speaking truth about how we need to just do better and be better, he will be attacked for it. Even the females, all the females that are for accountability of women, they get attacked just as much. But yet, if a woman is being toxic, she's being praised for being toxic. She's being encouraged for being more toxic. But as soon as you try to tell her, oh, don't do that, that's not right, oh, hell breaks loose. Now they want to attack her. Now they want to be against. And if you're on the same side of doing right and being better, you get attacked too. What sense does that make?
I think they need to leave it up so people can see exactly who the fuck he is and show how disgusting he is, how much of a scummy ass bastard that he is, and how much of an ain't shit ass dingleberry dipping dickhead he was.
I'm on the screen.
Hello, Shannon Johnson.
Hi.
What would you like to contribute to the topic, ma'am?
I was just calling in because I just talked to my auntie who went to OU with Kevin Samuels.
Oh,
And yeah, so she was a sweetheart and he was a Kappa, and her best friend is married to a Kappa, you know, part of their group. Well, anyways, I had just talked to her and they actually called his mom and confirmed it. But he's also like a known opioid abuser as well, which I thought was interesting.
child.
He looks like it, honestly.
Right. That's why I was like, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I just wanted to add that little piece in because like he put on a good front, but usually when people act like that, they hide a lot.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. I'm not surprised though. I'm really not surprised. Like, you know, these nakers be they be doing all types of, you know, risky behavior and reckless shit, so I'm not even surprised.
Right.
Now, you done heard this woman come on and made herself seem like a legitimate enough source, right? She mentioned that Kevin was an opioid, I'm not even sure how to say that word, opioid abuser. And immediately, all these women in this group believed it to be true. When in fact, she don't even know that herself. That's just something that she heard. I'm not saying that it isn't or is true, because I don't know. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. Right now, right here. But the fact that they would just jump on that and believe that because of how much they dislike this man, it's a shame. They'll believe anything that you say about him. These are not people that are capable of viewing things from a different perspective. These are not individuals that have their own mind and that are leaders and try to push the needle forward. These are followers. Do I believe Kevin was an opioid abuser? I don't know. I'm not saying yes or no. I don't know.
And people are still up here talking about, oh, it's not confirmed or something. Well,
Oh no, it is. Like, I mean, I know
Shannon
because
Johnson?
yeah.
She said it and she just confirmed it. I mean, like,
Yeah, like the
stop
fraternity
saying it.
brothers got together and reached out to his mom and she confirmed it basically.
Yeah, because somebody said something about one of his frat brothers. I think you mentioned that, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for calling in, Melted Dark Chocolate. Somebody said Methany Samuels. Y'all are crazy as hell. But wow, that is
Like his parents literally had him put in rehab at one point in time.
He had to go to rehab?
Yeah, his parents put him in rehab. Like his parents like really had to do a lot. Like he put them in situations like it's crazy. Like the behind the scenes tea, like it's a lot.
Yeah, that's why I was like, his family must don't fuck with him if you got the frat brother out here confirming it, not his family. I was like, but you know, they're always talking about how black women are dying alone, but you don't see this shit.
Right.
You know, you don't see this happening with like black women. And you know, they're always saying that, oh,
It is. It's just not being spoken about. I know guys personally whose mothers were strung out on drugs. This stuff does happen. It just doesn't get spoken about as much, as often as when it happens with men. Certain men, especially men in the limelight. I may do a part 2 if y'all ask for it. I need to see it in the comments. But man, leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below. Good or bad. We want to hear them all. Well, I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. See ya.